was just rocked in for some repair, so we can have a quick look at the difference between the old and new. The old 6.5 Assassin compared to the big dog. Do not know why I started to do this. This job is getting bigger and bigger. Righto, it's been a pretty busy week. Busy working on everyone else's boat. I haven't had any time to do much on this boat, but I had a call from Steve saying all the Simrad gear's rocking up, so he's bringing that across from Exmouth. So cheers to Steve from Exmouth Camping and Tackle. So what the plan is to measure the dash up now, and then draw it up on CAD, and then we can draw all the inserts up from all the electronics that are going to get flush mounted onto the dash. Then we'll send that file away, I think to Custom Carbon Parts over east. They're going to cut out the dash out of 3mm carbon plate. We'll then mount it to the dash, and hopefully all the electronics should just slip in. We can bolt it in like that. So right now, I am going to measure the dash up. We're going to have the screens in here. Obviously measure up the helm area and have all the flat panels flush mounted. And then up top here we might put another plate up there where we can mount the radio and stereo. So once I finish measuring up the dash, I'll go home, draw the dash up on CAD, and we'll also run through the electronics that we're putting in this boat, and then we can send it off to get router cut out, or however they're going to cut it out of carbon fibre. So I will start measuring now, and see you back at home to run through the electronics. Alright, we've got the dash measured up. We're going to head over now to Onslow Freight and pick up all the Simrad gear. Head home and we'll run through it with Salvo. So, it's the exciting bit finally. Righto, that was a bit of mission. Kids are in bed now. It's about 10:30 at night. So I want to quickly run through all the electronics we've got going into the boat. This should be most of it now. So we'll just show you what we've got from Simrad. For the head unit, we're running twin 12-inch NSS Evo 3S screens. S5100, using this so I can run the CM599 transducer, which is that big sucker there. Absolute brick of a transducer, but hopefully should be able to read a good depth of that one. So next we've also got the active imaging 3-in-1 transducer. We use that a fair bit for diving, finding edges and all the rest of it. So I do want to mount one of those in the boat. Along with everything else, I just find it a good helpful tool to find which side of the boat bait's holding and the rest of it. We'll get into that later. So for the VHF, running an RS40, that's a good little unit. We've got a network expansion box and the GPS aerial for antenna. Running the GS25 GPS antenna. I just find with alley cabs that sometimes we get a bit of issues with the screen's internal GPS antenna, so I'll mount that one to the top so we have no issues there. As for the stereo, Medium Master 105. I've had this one in my last boat, it's a good unit. Along with 10-inch subwoofer, 6-channel amp, 2 boxes, that's 4 6.5-inch speakers, cabling and RGB controller. Then we're also running autopilot in this setup. We have the compass, hydraulic pump, main screen, all the rest of the interconnecting cables and whatever else in this box. And in the last box is the Halo 20 Plus, which is the radar. So a fair bit of electronics there. That's just a quick overrun of what's going into the boat. So right now I'm going to go through the lot. I'm going to mark up all the hole cutouts and measure them all up, along with hole centers of all the bolt holes that are going to mount these into the dash. And then hopefully get the dash pre-cut so I can mount that, and then everything should drop in and bolt in, providing we get all the measurements right. So that is the next step. I'll go ahead and draw them up now, and then jump on the computer. So I've now drawn up the dash, got the overhead panel here with the radio and VHF and stereo in it. The main dash here with both 12-inch sounders that should mount in. This panel here will be got touchscreen switchboards, and then also we've got the monitor, which is this one here, and then below that we've got the helm mount or steering wheel, and then anchor switches and a few other bits and pieces we'll put in there, and then also the throttle controls on the right hand side. So that is the dash setup drawn up. I'm going to send this file off to Custom Carbon Parts and get them to cut it out, and then we should be able to mount it straight to the dash. So that's it for now, and carry on with this next week. Outboard's just rocked up finally. Rip these bad boys off, and that's another piece of the puzzle sorted.